Hello EFD crew, and today we have a real treat for you. Another Futbol Mundial where we cover the great, the good and the ugly in global football.
Yes, and this week we have stories coming from the US, France, China and Spain. We cover world records, yet another striker in trouble and some greedy football megastars. Who knew? Here we go.
Right, let's get straight into it. Shanghai Shenhua got battered 6-1 on Saturday in their local derby against Shanghai SIPG, and their star man Carlos Tevez bore the brunt of the criticism.
Yes, the maverick Argentinian striker has had a tough week after previous boss Gus Poyet lost his job last week. His replacement Wu Jingyu tore into Tevez, claiming he needed to lose weight and improve his attitude. No surprises there.
He was roundly booed by the Shenhua fans, who have now seen their side lose 5 Chinese Super League games in a row. Tevez has only scored 3 goals in 14 appearances this season, and far more is expected of the forward, who earns a reported £615,000 per week, which works out around 61 quid per minute.
That's about what I earn in a day. Let's hope for the 33-year-old Argentinian's sake that he can keep away from the dumplings, sorry about the stereotype there, and get back amongst the goals. Now this weekend saw a world record broken, and no, it wasn't for the most nil-nil draws in one Premier League day. No, in fact, quite the opposite. Real Madrid have broken the world record for most consecutive games scored in.
Oh yes, Real Madrid have now scored in 74 games in a row after beating Real Sociedad 3-1 away from home on Sunday, which was sealed by a Bale goal in the 61st minute. The previous record was held by Brazilian club Santos between 1962 and 1963, when Pelé was in amazing form, running rings around defenders.
Yes, but which team were better? In that 74-game streak, Real Madrid have won 54 games and lost just 5. Meanwhile, Santos could only muster 52 wins and 7 losses. Still not bad. Although during their streaks, Los Blancos scored 197 goals, whereas the Peches scored an amazing 245.
Staggering numbers,
yes.
And both sides won an amazing 7 trophies during their streaks. Another stat for you, CR7 scored 25% of those goals. Pelé, well, he topped that by scoring 34% of them. My God. From the real Pelé to the Derry Pelé, former Northern Ireland and Celtic midfielder Paddy McCourt scored one of his trademark wonder goals this weekend against Sligo Rovers. Playing for the League of Ireland side Finn Harps, McCourt glided past several challenges before burying his shot in the bottom corner.
Yes, the Derry Pelé certainly does have some wonderful technical skills. He racked up 9 goals in 66 games for Celtic across his 5-year spell at the club, and all of them were bangers. But enough of us, roll the VT. So over to Paris now, where it all got a little bit petty on Sunday as PSG saw off Lyon 2-0 at the Parc des Princes. The win was fairly routine for the Parisians, despite being given a slightly sterner examination by Lyon than was expected. PSG won thanks to 2 own goals, but it wasn't what happened between the teams that caught our eye, but rather what happened between 2 teammates.
As we all know, there is a big new fish in the Paris pond. He's on the quest for the Ballon d'Or, and no one is going to get in his way, except, it seems, for Uruguayan frontman Edinson Cavani.
Yes, first PSG were awarded a free kick outside the area, and Cavani, who has already scored 7 goals this season, grabbed the ball, only for Neymar's little minion Dani Alves in true playground style to come over, nick it off him and then hide it from him until Neymar came over and took the ball from him. Neymar's free kick was then saved.
Yes, that wasn't the end of it though. Oh no. Mbappe was bundled over to the ground in the box, penalty given. Cavani and Neymar then argued about who should take it. Cavani wins, but his spot kick was then saved. Just a little bit of embarrassment from both of them.
PSG boss Unai Emery has now said that he may have to step in to sort them out if they can't resolve it themselves. Watch this space, people. Things could get a bit interesting in Paris.
We go back to China, and it's fair to say that Andre Villas-Boas went a little bit mental last week after the Asian Champions League quarter-finals. The former Porto, Chelsea and Spurs boss side Shanghai SIPG beat Guangzhou Evergrande 5-4 on penalties after Evergrande overcame a 4-0 first leg deficit before Villas-Boas went on a pretty sizable rant.
Yes, the 39-year-old not only called the referee a disgrace for yellow carding his goalkeeper during penalties, but managed to top it off by claiming that his opponents engineered car accidents in front of them before the match. in order to limit their preparation time. He has truly gone nuts.
Yes, the Portuguese said 2 cars separately had accidents in front of us. This club can cause accidents. We've heard of the power of football clubs, but surely this is ridiculous. There have also been some amazing excuses in football, but surely this tops a lot. Michael, what is your favourite football excuse?
Yes, there have been a fair few crackers over the years, from Zlatan claiming Bournemouth's Tyrone Mings jumped into his elbow last season, to Fergie claiming United's players couldn't see each other in a defeat to Southampton in 1996 due to their grey away strips, although that one I think is still legitimate.
There's a common theme there, Michael. It's all Manchester United. But anyway, we want to know what your favourite excuse is. Let us know in the comments below.
Now, to finish up this week, we have decided to do something a little bit different.
Yes, we want to give you a little bit of insider knowledge to get you one step ahead of your mates. Some obscure knowledge to razzle-dazzle your new date.
Don't know if we'll be doing that, but yes, on Saturday evening, Portland Timbers playmaker Diego Valeri set an MLS record for scoring in his 8th consecutive game.
The Argentine has now moved beyond Ward Harris, Raul Diaz-Arc and Carlos Ruiz to hold the record outright.
Yes, very impressive stuff. The goal was Valeri's 18th of the season and moves him into 2nd place in the race for the MLS Golden Boot, behind the Evergrande David Villa of New York City.
Yes, Valeri is now averaging 0.7 goals a game in the MLS this season. Hats off from all of the FD to the Argentine Jamie Vardy. So that was Futbol Mundial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If we've missed out on any stories, let us know in the comments below. But Michael, what should these people at home do next?
Well, they should head over to 90+1 Facts. Give our friend Kieran some love.
Yes.
This weekend, 90+1 Facts about Bayern Munich was released. All the info on all your favourite Bavarians right in there.
Make sure you follow us on these handles below, Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to like and subscribe.